Hi everyone, we give you the welcome. My name is Jorge Andres Bravo and I'm going to be your host tonight. In a few moments, we are having a high value training in which you will understand how to do this business project with a clear vision as a professional. To help us with a person from my total admiration is coming to tell us how she is having success. She is a graphic designer, a businesswoman, focused and determined to make this reality. She is ranked bronze and her name is Alejandra Suaza.
Good evening. Thank you very much, Jorge, for those words. For me, it's a pleasure to accompany them today and to speak to you from the experience that I've been carrying out this great opportunity. Tonight, let's talk about one of the 7 skills that every networker must and is developing along the way we are working. Today, we will speak and then of the prospecting, which is prospecting. Searching in the dictionary, we find that it's exploring of the land to discover the existence of geological deposits, oils, minerals, water, or something else. We also find that is the first step in the sales process, which consists of identifying potential customers, aka prospects. The goal of prospecting is to develop a database of like customers and then systematically communicate with them in the hopes of converting them from potential customer to current customer. The last meaning comes from a field of business. That is what we are actually doing. Or I did prospective as the way to really start being a professional. And your leadership, let us begin then. So let's begin. And this is something we do even daily, but in which we don't pay much attention. And it's meeting new people. For example, when you go on the bus or in the train or even walking, you are seeing new people. And that's the beginning of prospecting. The difference is that this time we are going to start having a conversation with these people. For example, the one that's in next to you on the bus or the one that goes ahead or behind the row in the back. Here, to break the ice, it's super simple. Start with simple questions like, how about the weather? How was the new? So as the bank has improved? Or small, like, how about person as such as what nice shoes, wear a nice watch. Try to focus this question on positive topics. And this is the first step to prospect. According to the answer that give you the person, you will begin to analyze 2 kinds of aspects. The first is if according to the conversation they have, you found that the person is looking for something more, that is, they have a need that they want to supply, whatever is money, time, or even they want to meet new people. And the second is that according to the attitude you see in the person, you see that you would like to work with him or with her. These are the 2 aspects that you are going to analyze during the conversation. Because if they are correct, we are simply going to move on to the next step of prospectation, that is to get the contact of the person. It's the simplest point, because according to the need, you are going to show him how the opportunity that you have in your hand can change that reality that he is looking to improve. For example, if people needs more children, the question is very simple. Project in which you could in the future have more time to enjoy with your children. Give me your number and I will call you tomorrow and we will have a meeting with one of the partners. It's that simple. It is so important to keep the number of that person and that he is left with the expectation that you will very soon call him. Now, to prospect, you will find the following very useful. Go to using some tools. The first of them is yourself. This is a very important point since we are in a business of attracting people, not of bringing people. That is why we are in an industry that first transforms us into excellent human beings, where we are always looking to draw and shape the best version of each of us. And it is for this very reason, because each want the best people to develop this great project. So it is indispensable that each of us has a version of us. But don't worry if you just start. This part of the project is something that is built through your life. It is a process and a constant change. So focus now on being better than what you were yesterday and be a person always transparent to your principles and ideas, as this is what attracts this kind of people. It's the possible why of others. When we bring health, well-being, and prosperity to all the family of the earth. See that health is fair. That's the why we should always be focused on bringing health to all the people we know. And how we can do that is so simple. You just have to share the product. That person may be an excellent entrepreneur, but believe me, if you share the product and it helps him, you don't have only a great partner business, but you also have a customer for your life. Even if the person is excellent with his health, is that situation or reality that we want to change. I know that we'll be thinking how it's possible to know this kind of information from a person in such a short, and this is really the key. We are all human beings that we are always looking for to improve, that we can have many positive things in our life, like an excellent job, a great family and friends, but there is always that but, the one of more time, more money, and that is what we often seek to talk about. But topic of his life. Something like, how is your job? Is that area excellent? He will give you a positive answer. But if it is negative, you always already found the reason for that person, the possible why. And this tip works. The key is listen, listen. We are all born with the need to be a crucial tool, because in order to develop an effective prospection for another person, we must have information about him. And this is only achieved by listening to the other person. That will fill us with more information to continue building this business. After deciding on which tool to use, remember to follow some of these elements. Is adequate personal appearance. This is an aspect that begins from the vision and projection you see in this business. Because I tell you this business can give you just extra money to live, or can give you all the money that you want to make all your dreams come true and those of your family. And it is according to the vision of projection that you have that you will reflect this business that you have in your hands. So analyze if these projects you're doing are going to make you all your dreams come true. Will you go in pants to give a presentation? I believe that it has no agreement. On the contrary, you will always wear the best clothes you have. or time. Simple that your vision of this great opportunity is reflecting your professional way of addressing and acting. Second element is listen and be interested in the other person. This point is closely linking to the last thought, and this is not only listening to the person. Help people regardless of the money this represents. Because focus on what is really important to his help. And money, believe me, they are going to come from all that work. The other element moments want to have more information about the business, because the important thing of the prospectation is to have a contact number with a no information. You are going to contact him again, and in the presentation to the contact. Remember that the prospect doesn't know the great opportunity you have to give him. That is why it's very important that you to say in a commitment with him to contact him in a very short. This must be on the day and time you told him, because if it's not so great, and this is because of the action you say you were going to do and then you didn't do it. Show yourself and commit to making that your through Latin America. Thank you very much for your attention. Good night.
Congratulations to Alejandra for this great and valuable information she just gave us. We thank all of you for participating in this live broadcast virtual space. Remember, we are having this training every 15 days on Mondays at 8 p.m. for same YouTube channel, America's Training Gano Excel US. It was a real pleasure for me to be your host tonight. My name is Jorge Andres Bravo. Have a good night.